Om Ganganapataye Namah Sri Gurubhyo Namah Hariom. Friends, the topic is on the great grand statement of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, dukhalayam-ashshwatam, and then the follow-up unfoldment of khetra-kshetrjna vibhaga, and then the vuddarevanatmani. How these are connected, because there is a link. Now we will see dukhalayam-ashshwatam. Dukhalayam-ashshwatam. This is pronounced by the God. And is it that for us to believe, or is it really a thing which could be comprehended with our given faculties of viveka? Now, if you see the dukhalayam-ashshwatam is confined, relevant to three dimensional: time, space, and matter, material. Now, this is this is pertinent to that realms. Now we will see these three realms. Now coming to the, now it is said. Now this word dukhalayam-ashshwatam will revel upon. Now the beings want the sukha, means which is unbroken total happiness, and then and shashwata, that is one. Now is it possible to confine to these domains, and does it not amount to disproving the God? Because Lakshmi Karavalamba Stotra also it is said how they will, it is terrible. The pursuits of the mundane life are terrible. They inflict pain. Because anityam asukham imam lokam. So many very. Because all this is thinking anitya sharirani. So there is a caution, martya loka. All this. But the being want immortality and purna ananda and undivided happiness without break. You want it. Now we will see how this dukha-ashshwata is relevant to the three-dimensional. Now see, we'll start with the grass. Now the grass body or grass elements. These are this is matter owes to Shakti, power. Now Shakti, as from the Newton's laws, it is imperishable, and Shakti formations are perishable because they are subject to change. There is inevitable. So now like that. Now whatever yadrusham tadnashyam, that is what Shruti says. Means whichever is seen and known, that is mortal. This extends to body and the gross elements which are seen. Now the cognizer, knower, seer got to be got to bear inverse attributes. That is mortal, he is immortal. As simple as that one. That is subject to change, he is changeless. That is known, he is knower. That is seen, he is seer. So the bodies and gross elements, gross thing, they are having this one. It is ashashwata. Now this is clear with this thing from the very, it is a visible fact. The matter perishes, the energy has no energy, no death. Energy, if it disappears in one form, it appears in another form. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. These are all the laws. And the energy and knowledge, these are two sides of the thing. Like fire, heat and light, or sun, light and like that. These are two. With a example of a battery, voltage and current, that's my Shiva Shakti, both are one and same. It is only two different attributes, but it is 188. So energy is held by jnana, and the jnana is revealing as I am. So when energy has no death, I am has no death. Now let us move to the subtle state, that is mind. Mind is mind is names and forms, and it is continuously moving. It is continuously um, it is like a moving traffic. Whatever the thought held, name and form a minute before, it is not held now. What is going to happen? Coming thoughts in awaiting. There, it is a continuous flow, and yat grahyam tat jadam. Now this is applicable to the mind for physical. So that is the matter. Yes, whatever is seen, known, it dies. And now when it comes to mind, it is not seen but it is known. It is a knower. So all known, it is moving. It known means it has no knowledge. No knowledge, and it is moving. It is dying. Dying means sense whatever the thought held, name and from 1 minute back, it is no more now. It has already moved like a moving traffic. We are at the crossroad. That vehicle has gone. Now it is another vehicle is coming. You are there. The onlooker, the stay put there, who is noticing all this all these movements. So now, friends, we have seen the ashashwata of the body and mind. This is a thing. Now see, the individual wishes to rely upon these instruments and want to excel in the world, make it sukha and blissful and immortal. Now we not trying to embrace the God principle. The God has cautioned and is also with our given, but now does not amount to embarrassing the God. That means the message is we have to dissociate from these realms. That is what is khetra-kshetrjna. Your knower is other than known, seer is other than the seen. For knower, knowledge is required. Then vuddarevanatmani, you uplift yourself, and that seer knower is you. That means you are wielding knowledge. Then further some more logic would reveal that knowledge is revealing as knowledge is expressing as I am. This is the journey to that eternal principle. Now these karana or equipment or antakarana mind, bhautika karana or bahir karanas, sense organ, all these suffer with this thing mortality. So definitely they are and mortal, and they cannot give the person the desired requirement. It doesn't address the mandate requirement. Given a piece of paper, we all jot it down. We want peace, happy, contentment, and then it has to be everlasting immortality. Now definitely these karanas. So no question of these taking care of the him, and how is that these are going to further help facilitate the being to higher realms through other rituals, whatnot, because they may give a momentary break, relief, pause, but from the default occupation that is respected all those other efforts. But for that immortality, then definitely they because they themselves being inert, mortal, they cannot be the platform to ascend to the connectivity to the higher realms. Now coming to the ananda part. Now ananda is it is also nidakara. It is ananda, pramana is jnana. Now we see physical element entities, they are only existence, they are unaware. So no question of any kind of a trace of it. That is a thing. Even a mango is there, it is sweet, but it doesn't know. Now the being at the mental level, at the mind, at the feelings level, at the emotions, there is some trace. That's why that trace is linked to being whenever he is positive, a divine thought, or circumstances are conducive on a thing. And uh, then and whenever situation is well, and if and when he is positive, when he does divine services, then there is a trace. It emits through these tracks facilitate in that ananda, ananda to emit out. So that's why it is called. But it is once it is nimitta ananda because it is linked to so many factors which are not in one in one thing. One has to be good every time it is possible. Then then situations can turn thing. So there can be so many uncertainties amid with this but this also is a bindu. It is a drop. It is like a ocean. Is Ananda Sagara, what we say, and Ananda Sagara, and now it is thing. It is a total. Now out of that one small iota of a drop is what it emits because of the space limitation, and this also is fleeting, and this is mortal. Now see the problems, and this uncertainty. So many things are there. So the sukha, which is that's why it is called Vishayananda, Bhajanananda, Brahmananda, and it is linked. If that reason goes, then it goes. Now there is a sun, there is a rain. Now this umbrella will maybe you think whenever umbrella is taken off, it will rain. It will one will be wetted. Now that umbrella, if it comes, then again, if it's umbrella is once it is linked, the person getting the rain wet. Now thing is like that. The reason if it goes, then it is masked. In fact, if you see Ananda, why it is not there, is Ananda is the state of Swarupa. Somebody who has come down that state, he has he has he has he has displaced from terrace. Somebody came down basement. So terrace, if we equate it to the bliss, he has fallen down. Fallen down means he slipped out of his hand. That's why it is called Ananda Abhava is dukkha, and that is the generic. Now within that also, if there is a conducive positive attitude, or a person is divine, or circumstances are all okay, and then that okay, and that also there is a threat, insecurity, uncertainty, unpredictability, and mortality. All these are things. That's why it is summarized dukha alaya. Dukha alaya means dukhalaya means where one gets the dukha, like granthalaya where books are there, where aushadhalaya medicines are there, dukhalaya, because it is a reflected, that is an iota. It is nimittananda means it is linked to condition supply. That condition supply also there is a trace of it, nothing. It is like we can say whenever we can the lamp with a glass over it, and if the glass is clean, then light comes out. That is the correlation we can do it. And then if black glass is black, no light, and there are traces, and that's why. And if one is ultra sattvic, then there is a chance of getting uninterrupted, but that also is a limited uh, ananda, limited sukha, and but it has got limitation is mortal. Now the so it is as good as if ananda is confined to time space, it is as good as it is non-prevalent only. That's why it is summarized as dukhalaya, because it is limited, there is a mortality. So that ananda which one gets in the swarupa is a total ananda, unbroken ananda, and everlasting ananda. Now with these limitations, because of dukhalaya-ashshwata we have seen, then person, then how do we find to that state? It is not by relying on these equipment. Even iha also, the mundane life also, can relying on these equipments, we may enrich ourselves with power, with prosperity, with what not, qualification, degrees and all. But all these are wound up in deep sleep. In deep sleep only ignorance is there. And with ignorance also there is a trailer of sukha. Now a person, whatever he is a post, everything is vanishing. Now what is retained in deep sleep and what is the ailment of deep sleep. That should be the quest to overcome in wake state. That is ignorance. So with knowledge, what is that knowledge? It is khetra-kshetrjna vibhaga. Means one. Now the problem is the person out of ignorance, he has dissociated from the awareness. Though he wills knowledge, he has his ignorance. Like a person who had an accident, he forgets what he is. Now he connects to what he is not. Now with that knowledge, what are the known domain and body and mind and material, he is getting connected, which are already carrying the tag of dukhalayam-ashshwatam, and with a hope that it will make him sukha and immortality. That is a delusion. It is only simply that, like a deer which has fragrance navel, it is searching in the jungle. So this is completely everybody is denied because of this Brahma projection, like a dream. A dream is binding, dream helplessness, that we are tossed with good dream, bad dream. Now also, according to the situation of the body, mind, material, person is whipped by the things. Now with the jnana, the khetra-kshetrjna vibhaga, because that is known. Druk is other than drushya with reference to gross body, and knower other than known with reference to mind, and because his attributes are inverse of the known realms, then is endowed with knowledge. Then there is a uplink, whether knowledge held he or he knowledge held by him, because knowledge is Nirakara one. Now if so I have knowledge, instead of that the appropriate would be knowledge is all pervading. So knowledge held I am is correct, because that is, then there is a transcendental thing. So because knowledge is infinite, all pervading, I am all pervading. It is like electricity, overhead electricity everywhere. It is also there in the house or in the train. The ghatakasha is there, mahakasha. So it is wrong to say ghatakasha. Ghatakasha is my knowledge, I have knowledge. Mahakala is knowledge as me. So from that top down, with prefix that and suffix with leading and trailing, knowledge and I am. So there is a chance to, that is the scope to cross over the limits, that is unlimited. That unlimited, infinite, immortality, bliss, that is Purna Ananda Sagara. So that is the profound message of this dukhalayam-ashshwatam. So it is a great testament, the words of the God, which connects to that state of wonderment. So of connecting to that thing. Otherwise, all attempt is we are trying to only disprove God, that there is a happiness with human effort. Purusha Prayatna is to get the Purusha is that infinity immortal. Purusha Purna Purusha Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Purushottama Prapti Purusha Suktam, and Pura iti Sarvam iti Purusha. Purnatvat iti Purusha, Purushenat. All Pura word is wrongly coined. Whatever the pursuit of Arthakama with Karana, which is already carrying the tag of Dukhalayam-ashshwatam, person want to do it. It is like attempt, like crossing a river by holding to a dog's tail. So dog's tail, dog will drown, this will drown. So Purusha Prayatna is this Prayatna. Even Gayatri Mantra, effort Varendyam, one has to make choice of that knowledge, not the Jada, not the Drushya or known. That Mrityunjaya Mantra also this only, Urvarakamyo Bandhanat. That creeper is all known and mortal. So creeper is the knower, seer. So then it will further trace uplink to its root source. So all roads lead to that awareness. That's what it is. So this helps. This is a great arise, awake, wake up call for the being. Hariom.